Hi, this is Alicia with Online Coping Skills, and we're going to talk about another skill to help when you're feeling down. So this skill is about positive self-talk. And this might seem really obvious, and maybe you're utilizing self-talk. And the kind of self-talk I'm talking about, per usual, is kind of realistic self-talk. So although there is some benefit to saying, I am the smartest person out there, I'm the best human being in the world, I'm a great person. I think for a lot of people, when you're feeling down, it's hard for that to really register. You're already often filled with sort of self-doubt and kind of not believing in yourself and low self-esteem. That kind of stuff, I think for a lot of people I've worked with, is just too much. It's like, I am not the nicest person. I know I'm not the nicest person. I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best. And it's just sort of hard to really believe it. So we're talking about realistic self-talk. So whether you journal, or you say things out loud, or you keep a bulletin board and write things down, think about kind of things that would bring you some joy. And it could be being good. So you're not the best at something per se, but you're good. You're a really good friend. You're a really good person that people like to talk to. You're really good at quilting. You bake an awesome chocolate chip cookie. And kind of think about things that you're good at. And this might be really hard to elicit, when you're so down, it's hard to think about that fact that you are good at something. But I'm a good human being. I love animals. I'm a good parent. I make a delicious dinner. I'm really good at a specific sport. I'm great at quilting. I'm a huge fan of this kind of music, and I have been to 15 other concerts. So kind of think about what it is that you are good at and try to sort of feed your self-talk through those lenses. So that could be creating a list. It could be even like maybe writing it down, creating a video or a journal about the things you're good at, just to remind yourself. And although part of it is just to kind of be in the moment and remind yourself, like, I'm a good human being. I mean well, I am, so good at quilting. People really appreciate that I'm always willing to listen to them when they have problems. And kind of create that list. It's also good to look back on. So when you're kind of sitting in it and you're really unwell, you can focus on the fact that, look, I'm a good friend. People really do love my chocolate chip cookies. And it doesn't need to be these grandiose things, it could be you're really good at spelling. You rock at Jeopardy. I'm not good at Jeopardy. Good for you being good at Jeopardy. But sort of choose kind of unique things. It could be funny things. It could be I'm good at matching my socks after I do laundry to put them away. I mean, what might seem really silly is actually quite the skill that a lot of people do not have. I'm good with keeping up with my laundry. I'm good at being a listening ear. I'm good at always being available for my friends. I'm good at my job. Just focus on what you're good at. Just what you're doing, what you're good at, what you've done before, and try to see if you can build some positive self-talk. Self-talk could be a journal or writing it down. It could be a video or a blog that you do. It could be sending out positive tweets. I'd worked with people who made phone reminders. That way they would kind of remind themselves, like, okay, say something nice about myself. Say something nice about myself. But it could be as simple as that. It could be Post-it notes somewhere in your room, on a mirror when you get up in the morning, at your work laptop. I worked with somebody who would keep kind of inspirational quotes and positive things underneath your keyboard. So it was a little sort of discreet, but every so often, you need a little boost, sort of look down and see what that's like. But sort of try to incorporate it into your daily day-to-day. This is a skill that could be used for anyone at any point, but it could be really utilized if you're feeling really down. It's not about focusing on the positives and ignoring that you're feeling down. It's about sort of gaining a little bit of control, a little bit of rhythm, and a lot of self-esteem, and focusing what you are good at. And chances are you're good at, everyone is good at something. Everyone is better than someone else at something. You don't need to be the best. We're not talking about Olympic gold medals, although if you have that, that's nice. We're talking about just something that you are good at, and create the skill, hone the skill. And for the next week or so, set an alarm or Post-it notes, or put it somewhere, maybe in the back of a notebook at school, and just try to remind yourself of the things that you're good at. Not necessarily great at, but good at. Good at doing household tasks, good at cooking or baking, good at getting delivery pizza. That is a skill, finding the best pizza in town. So think about what you're good at and kind of work on this skill. It might take practice. It might also feel fake or phony at first, but try to sort of stick with it and notice things around you and notice yourself and kind of give yourself a little bit of credit. Give yourself a lot of credit. Give yourself pride. It could be, I'm good at staying alive. I'm good at making it through. I'm good at reaching out for help. I'm good at signing up for courses that I think are going to help with my mental health issues. And kind of go from there and start small. Another good idea would be to ask close friends and family that care about you, like, what do you think of me? What am I good at? Mom, dad, best friend, sister, coworker. Like I'm trying to create a list of like positive attributes. Like, what would you say about me? And you'd be amazed how many people are surprised. You mentioned you open the Pandora's box and they're like, oh my God, Sarah, you're so smart and you're so funny. And I love the way you tell jokes and you have such great stories and you're so good at this. And those cookies that you made last week were phenomenal. And you never forget my birthday. And you're like, oh my God, like I never realized, because you're so used to not saying it to yourself, kind of all the positive things and all the joys you bring to someone else's life and you bring to your own life. So focus the next week on sort of positive affirmations, ones that are based in reality, ones that are, things that you actually are doing. And I hope the skill works for you. For a lot of times it sort of gives you the little bit of elevation you need just to focus on yourself and feel like you're worth taking care of. And I hope you are taking care of yourself.